On the brand new turf here on Bill Mignault Field on the campus of Ledyard High School, it's time for girls soccer action. The home Ledyard Colonels will play host to the East Lyme Vikings, and you've got it all live on Game Day. Game Day is brought to you, of course, by the Burns Agency. Like Game Day, the Burns Agency is always local and live. We focus on local communities, so you'll always get a live person on the phone. Remember, you buy better at Burns. And by Waterford Dental Health. Voted the #1 best dental practice 6 years in a row by the day's Best of the Best Reader's Choice Awards. Casey O'Neill, along with the coach, Rob Brule. Good to see you, Rob. Good to have you, Rob. The sports doctor, as always, lurks down on the sidelines, waiting at any moment to drop soccer knowledge. And that's what it's all about today. It's about the girls' soccer. We bring you a good game here, an improving Ledyard team with the class of the ECC over the past few years, the East Lyme Vikings, and we look forward to having you back. It's good to see you again.
Hey, nice to see you too, Case. Good to be back in the booth with you and just watching two teams that I had about 20 years playing against. And it's great to see that the tradition over there at Viking Nation is still continuing under Coach Redding, and to watch one of my alumni over here, Emily Lahette, now the coach over here at Ledyard. It's a great night to be here covering this game with you.
It's a beautiful, crisp night, just what you'd expect out of the end of October here in Ledyard. Of course, the turf, as always, just looks beautiful, the brand new turf that we saw earlier this year on Game Day. And this is a tale of two teams who know each other pretty well. They've played each other. There's no secrets there. And in the first matchup, it really was a non-competitive game. But since then, Ledyard has started to sort of tighten things up. And the one common opponent that they've both had, which is maybe the class of this year's conference, the Bacon Academy Bobcats, they both played Bacon to very close games, signaling perhaps Ledyard is starting to head in the right direction.
Yeah, I think you're right, Casey. I think with a young team, you're going to have your growing pains. And I think with Emily, Coach Lahette, getting them organized, making sure they have good team shape, it takes games to get to that point. And once they like each other. The coach told me before the game, they like each other, they enjoy working hard for each other, so it shows that the results are coming around.
First possession of the ball game will be the East Lyme Viking girls. They're in the all white. And of course the Colonel girls in the home blues. And we are underway here at Ledyard High School. First throw-in of the game will belong to East Lyme, and it'll come from Serena McCullum. And quickly we'll have a second one. This time she leaves it for McCullum, and McCullum will make the throw. Goes down the sideline for O'Day. Caitlin O'Day down in the corner. She tries to center it in front. Reverse spin, shot on goal. Nicely done, Meredith Healy. What a great athlete. We've seen Healy for a couple of years, and she put it on goal, but Bella Drummond, the sophomore keeper for Ledyard, was there for the first save of the game.
Yep, nice turn there. Nice effort in the box. Great little player there, Healy.
Colonels with a through ball to nowhere and turned outside. Nice job, Ava Pizzazella. I'm going to have to take my time with that one.
Yep.
In front and cleared out by East Lyme. Throw in for Ledyard. Down in the corner it goes. Dorico in front, loose, and East Lyme able to almost clear, not quite. Ledyard with a lot of chances and sort of no real plan. And instead they pop it on goal, and Lillian Masung comes up. But that time Ledyard had 4 or 5 touches of the ball, but no real plan of how to try to get a good scoring opportunity.
Yeah, I think you got to find Katie's feet. English up front, number 9 for Ledyard. Get the ball to her feet. Let her do her magic. She's the kid up there that's going to put the ball away. Find out who your finishers are. Stick with them up in the attacking third. That's a good start for Ledyard, though. They're keeping 4 guys in the back, making sure that they don't give up that counterattack to Healy.
You can hear good talking out there. Good communication both directions. Vikings will have it with a throw, and they'll keep McCullum in for the throw. She seems to be the designated thrower on this side. We'll see what she does when the ball's on the far side of the field. Nice job, English. Jess English, the sophomore. course, sister Kate English there as well. She's on defense, so the sisters English. I will say I have never in any sport seen as many sisters as there are in girls soccer. It seems like every team has at least 2 sets of sisters that play on their team at any given time.
Yes, and at one point there were twins going around everywhere.
Everyone had twins.
Everyone had twins.
And it was one team that had, I think, like 3 different sets of it was a medical anomaly.
Yep.
So taking a look at the Colonels, I see, like, again, the English. I see 2 Englishes and 2 Baileys.
Yep.
So that would indicate multiple sisters there. I also see only one Wisniewski, though. I guess there's no sister there. On the other side of things, do we see sisters anywhere on the Vikings roster? That'll be the...
Yeah, well, I do see a Belleville still there. She's got to be like one of 4 that have come through this program, and all have won championships of one way, one shape, or form. So it's good to see that name still within the East Lyme girls soccer program.
Casey, interesting tidbit from athletic director Jim Bunicor. Combining the Ledyard boys and girls team, they have 10 sets of siblings on soccer.
There it is. That is so good. That is absolutely so good. And it's something, I don't know why it happens in soccer more than any other sport, but it really does.
Yep.
I mean, you don't see that nearly as often in football, baseball, softball.
I'm convinced it's cheaper. You know?
There are 2 Steins, 2 Fieldsons, 2 Washingtons,
if you're
Clouds, Sealings, Englishes, Evans, Baileys, Howards, and Smiths.
Wow. That is outstanding. Great work, Peter Wappy, right there. That's a great tidbit from Jim Bunicor.
That is.
Sibling power. On National Siblings Day, what does Ledyard must spend a fortune?
They have no flowers left.
That's right. The florists. What's your favorite holiday? Christmas, Easter? No, National Siblings Day. We sell out.
Yeah, you can see East Lyme started to pressure the ball a little bit more. And it looks like he got, when I was talking to Coach Ledyard at the beginning of the game, they're looking to man mark Healy if they can, try to contain her a little bit, man-to-man. And it looks like the unfortunate Maddie McLeod has that duty tonight. So
that's not easy.
It's not easy at all. Her first touch and her quickness is just unbelievable at this level.
And this is our first time with girls soccer this year. We've had some great girls soccer games over the past few years, and what's interesting is that we've seen a lot of these girls as freshmen and sophomores when they just started to get some time, and now they're juniors and seniors, and they're stepping up into their own right to be leaders of the team. So it's been really great to see the maturation of some of these girls. And we talked at length in our previous broadcast about, as much as I marveled over the skill level of boys soccer, and one thing we talked about in our last boys soccer broadcast was that when it wasn't that long ago where if you had somebody who had one strong foot, you'd put them on that side of the field. And it's now every kid has both feet going for them. Every kid has all of the technical skills. Well, girls soccer, it used to be if you had that one really good athlete, you could build around her. Now, I mean, this field is just littered, not just with good athletes, but skilled soccer players who can do everything.
Right. Yeah, and that's a credit to, just the athletes today. When I first started coaching girls soccer, here's Healy on the breakaway here.
Great opportunity here for East Lyme, but stout defense. Standing tall is Kate English, and she saved a goal at that point. Here's another chance for East Lyme, however, puts it back out, and it's cleared. Ledyard, nice touch by the other English.
Yeah, you just seen the maturation of the game, too. The players are so much more technical now, play a little bit more year-round.
Well, I think that's the big key. Here's a slip by East Lyme and a chance for Ledyard. Ball in front, but a little bit too far out in front and able to step up as Masung.
Yep, and she had to hold on to that, too. So, good habits, hold on to the ball, don't give up the rebound.
I think the advancement of women's soccer on the national level with the Women's World Cup team, the success, you started to see girls with who were playing soccer with definitive people to emulate. You started to see those jerseys everywhere. And then the women's soccer, to their credit, has done a fabulous job connecting with local communities. I mean, if you're in an area, you're going to get World Cup players coming to your practice. I mean, it's remarkable. and then the advent of the clinics and the camps
Yep.
that are available year-round. So it used to be like when you were coaching, you might have a girl or two who was good enough and was able to access a clinic or a camp, and then it became 5, and now they're all going.
Right. They're going as teams now.
That's right.
They go as teams, and every team's doing it, so they're just catching up to what everyone else was doing.
32 minutes in, no score, but here's a first penalty opportunity here. So English will take it, Jess English, from about the 30-yard line.
This is where you're trying to kind of look at those top corners,
What do we got going on here now? Changing it in the other direction. Did one official overrule the other, or did we just...
Looks like it. Looks like it.
And something that can't be overlooked as well on the girls' game now is the physicality that the girls' game has taken on.
Yeah.
Here's a shot in front, chip, no good, nice job, stout defense by the Colonels.
Yeah.
It'll be a far throw.
Maddie, that's what she's there for. Shut that down, deny Healy the turn. Great defending. Stayed with Healy the whole way there. It's going to be a task, though, to go 80 minutes.
Healy is such an exceptional athlete. We've watched her. She can fly. She knows how to put the ball in the net. She's a scorer.
Yeah, times her runs really well.
Yes.
She's clever. Yep.
Nice job, English, putting it out and running on and putting it right back in. I like that. Put it right back in on sides.
Yeah, exactly.
O'Day puts it back to the midfield area, and then sending it in is Mazzulli, cleaned up by Drummond.
Yeah, Drummond's had a good year too. Drummond in goal. She's really done a nice job making the saves she's had to make. She's going to need a big game tonight, I think.
There's a nice through ball. Drummond coming off her line, and
well done.
Well done. Clears it, gets there in time.
It's really going to have to do that. Those through balls to Healy, you're going to have to come off your line. You're going to have to play high. Don't let her come down on you.
And again, I don't want to patronize the girls,
right?
Because I would say the same thing about the boys' game. I just watched the keeper punt it 50 yards in the air, and the girl take it off her chest, settle it right onto her feet, and make a one-touch pass to a teammate.
Right.
That's an exceptional amount of skill.
It sure is.
And I don't care, boy, girl, adult, or high school kid. That's skill. In front, nice defense by the Colonels, and a self-touch back to the keeper. Well done.
Yeah.
Sports Doctor, you got Coach Lehette.
I do, Coach Lehette. Listen, a little bit of a nerve-wracker down there, but listen, 10 minutes into the game, and you guys have held your own here after losing 8-0 last time. What do you see differently this time out?
We're just much more organized. The girls are so much more confident. We got a couple wins on our belts, a couple of big upsets, or we tied Bacon, we beat Waterford. Those weren't expected outcomes for us. So this team's got heart. It's just how long can that heart last?
Heart versus execution, correct, Coach?
Yes,
All
exactly.
right, good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Case?
Thanks, Sports Doctor.
I love it.
That's about as honest an answer as you're gonna get. We're plucky, but we'll see. We'll see how long we stay plucky.
Yeah, she's great. Coach Lehette is a kid of a coach, though. Her father coaches over at Connecticut College, or did for years. Coached at Waterford High School as well. So it's a kid, coach's kid, man. She gets it.
Bailey trying to get to it in the corner. Can she get there?
Oh!
And beautiful heads-up play, and she earns herself a corner kick.
Those are the little hustle plays, Casey, that, you lose a big game to these guys with a big result. These are the little things you got to do. They're not deep. They don't have a deep bench. Coach Lehette only plays, I think she said, 12, 13 players. So these kids are going to have to take advantage of these set pieces.
Yeah, Bailey chased down Kung, was right with her. She kicked it off of Kung's shin to earn the corner. Now, East Lyme defends a little differently here. They defend both near post and far post and the keeper. So that's a strong back line defense.
Yep.
Low back post, good ball, centered, an opportunity off the head, but it went off the chest. And a nice job by Masung to clear.
Boy, she heads that ball. It's in the back of the net. Chest the ball, the goalie saves it. Little things,
Tough ball to head because it was probably a little lower than you would typically want for a head ball, so she elected to sort of, like you said, try to settle it off the chest, but that allows the defenders to close. But a well-executed play from the feet.
Great corner kick. Sometimes that pokes a bear too. So see if this kind of ignites East Lyme. They seem to be settling in a little bit, getting their shape. And there's that one-on-one trying to avoid.
Healy heading to goal, puts it in front, shot, a save, loose, and a goal!
Good follow.
Healy had the shot, the save was made by Drummond. It stayed out in front, and the Vikings put it away and go up on top 1-0 here with 27:09 remaining. The goal there by Summer Antonio, the freshman, came in and put that one away off the rebound.
Yeah, being in the right place at the right time, assuming that the ball's going to get
goal
there.
Scored by number 3, Summer Antonio.
So how quickly things change. Just
County
a
goal,
second ago,
12:51,
Ledyard had
unassisted.
a chance with a corner. Now right back the other way. Here come the Colonels, a shot, and just wide. Kept in though, nice job by the Colonels. And now finally cleared, and Healy will try to operate and help continue the transition down the field from the Vikings.
Yeah, East Lyme's doing a nice job of getting up, countering with numbers.
Nice back and forth action. You know, it's not like basketball where you're going back and forth. There's about 100 yards going back and forth. It's a lot of work to transition the ball like that.
Yeah, old guys like us, we don't call that going back and forth.
I can only go.
We call it
fourth.
medical emergency.
I can go fourth, but then I can't go back.
Yeah. Yeah, you see them settling down though, and you see the pace up front with East Lyme. You know, Margaret Dunn, just good pace. And she said that, you know, Coach Redding said that at the beginning. Watch Margaret. Watch Dunn on the attack. You know, she works well with Healy. Good pace, good size. And all these kids are juniors. Like, they're still young.
It's a young
I mean,
team,
they went
yeah.
to a state championship. I asked Coach Redding before the game, I go, what's been the difference? He goes, these kids are still young. Yeah, we lost a good core group, but they're still pretty young. We got a lot of juniors that got valuable time last year, sophomores. And you're seeing it. Now you're seeing it.
Yeah, the East Lyme goal was, to me, indicative of what happens when so the great player Healy makes the one move, draw exactly right, just like a point guard, you know, going into the lane.
Yep.
Everyone crashes,
Yep.
and she
Dished it off at the end.
Yep. And put it right where she knew teammates were going to be.
Yep.
The shot gets saved, and then there's the
Re-entering the
and
game for
credit to
Ledyard,
the
number
freshman
13, Emily Bailey.
Antonio for crashing.
Right.
How many times do we see that save and there's nobody home on the weak side? She was there and put it away. That was a really nice job by the Vikings, showing how a great player can impact everything.
Yeah, and don't take away a great save by Drummond on the initial shot down to the right.
Yeah, it was
low hand down and great save. Just gave up the rebound. So
as a weak side, crash, Antonio
Gotta
knew
follow.
exactly. She knew exactly where to be. That's great. That's a freshman, right? She didn't get caught watching, which is easy to do. You get caught watching the keeper, and all of a sudden that defender beats you to the ball. She anticipated it and got there to put it away.
Yep, she did. And those twins, the Antonino twins, those kids are athletes. You know, they get after it.
Yep.
And they're tough, as you can just tell.
It may be fall right now, but so far the game belongs to Summer.
Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
Antonino with a put-away goal.
Good composure by Kong.
Put the ball in. Drummond will take it.
Yep, she wants that one again. She'd want that one back. Looked like she was trying to hit a far post, catch the keeper off her line. Just mishit it a little bit.
Nice move. Step in with a steal. Trying to get it to Healy. She spins, splits defenders, and a nice seal off that time by Ledyard, however. Didn't let Healy split him. And Drummond was able to come off her line and make the cleanup.
She might be hurt, though. She's a tough kid. Yeah, she might be injured here. This That's a tough kid, not getting up. Drummond did a nice job coming off the line, too.
Yeah, so Healy that time, she made a move. She put the ball ahead, self-touched to herself. And as she tried to get to the ball, the two Ledyard defenders squeezed, which is, exactly what they're supposed to do to seal off her run.
Yeah.
And she got tangled up amongst the defenders, and so they'll attend to her at the moment. 22:41 remaining here in the first half. 1-0 Vikings on top by a goal from Summer Antonino. And it's time to tell you that game day is brought to you by the Burns Agency. In your neighborhood, taking care of your home, auto, business, and life insurance needs since 1932. At the Burns Agency, you will never get a voicemail, always a live person, and so you should remember that you buy better at Burns. And by Waterford Dental Health, where your smile and your health are their top priority. 177 Boston Post Road in Waterford, Waterford Dental Health. Speaking of Waterford, we will have Waterford soccer action tomorrow and Saturday with tomorrow a 4 o'clock start, so a little early tomorrow, and then on Saturday a doubleheader, boys and girls against East Lyme, and so a lot of soccer action this week. Soccer, one of the sports that is trying to get every game they can. That's really it's been. Every time we put these headphones on, we say, treat it like it's your last, and every game could be, and so we're happy that we're here again, and we're happy that we'll be there tomorrow, and just going to go game by game.
I said that. I was talking to Coach Bunicor before the game. What a great job Ledyard he's done. Coach Lahet mentioned how instrumental he's been. Is she got up? Yeah, good.
Sports Doctor, let's go down and get a quick update on what you hear about the injury to Healy.
Yeah, she's fine. She just got clobbered in the box. There's some tears and some laughing, and the coach saying toughen up a little bit.
Took a shot, got the wind knocked out of you, and notice the sports doctor said coach said that because we know the sports doctor would still be crawling around like they're looking for a lollipop.
I would be, I'd get the training room, I'd get the ice pack.
Called a stretcher.
Stretcher.
Yeah, 15-day DL for the sports doctor.
His kids are a heck of a lot tougher than I ever was, I can tell you that, Casey.
Nursing an eyelash, the sports doctor.
Rob, you going to stand up for me up there, coach, or what?
Listen, I hear nothing, I see nothing.
That's right.
Sorry, sports doctor.
Listen, sports doctor, after I saw the picture of you from 20 years ago, I'm never going to question you.
That was 10, Casey. That was 10. That was a...
I know, the guy was ripped.
Re-entering the game for East Lyme, number 13,
you know what?
Ava Pietruzella.
I'm going to have to say this, sports doctor, I'm going to go on the air and say this. Because we're talking about it, you are now responsible for sharing that picture on the Game Day Facebook page. We are going to need to. If you don't, I'm gonna. The sports doctor 10 years ago will be
beast mode.
Will be tonight on the Game Day Connecticut Sports Facebook page. If you want to see what the sports doctor looked like 10 years ago, he will be sharing that picture later on this evening.
That's good stuff. Hey, that was nice sportsmanship by East Lyme too. Getting the ball back to Ledyard. Never gets old watching good sportsmanship out here.
Well, we talked about this. I talked about this with my son, and I think these players are acutely aware of, so Ledyard kids may not get along, but when they're on the field together, they're all part of a team, right? So Ledyard and East Lyme, maybe they're opponents right now, but if they were going to go play a team from out of conference, they take the ECC bond with them.
They do.
Well, these kids are all part of COVID 2020. This season is so strange and unique. I think that all of these kids are so happy to be able to play it all. They don't care if they play the same team 7 times. I talked to Coach Glennie, and I said, "You gonna play? How many times are you gonna play Stonington?" He said, "As many as I can, because it's just good to have games." So I do think that the sportsmanship, which is something, by the way, to the credit of the CIAC, to the credit of Jim Bunicor, sportsmanship has been something that has been more than talked about. It is demonstrated definitively with the pledge, with getting good student athletes involved. So sportsmanship's a real thing, but I think these kids, the sportsmanship also stems from the fact that they realize that they're getting a chance to do something right now that is tenuous and special. And so, you know what? When someone goes down to the turf, it's bigger than what we're doing right now is bigger than a soccer game. So let's all be part of the same group right now.
Yeah, well, let's be part of that healthy component, and the healthy component is healthy competition and being out here together. And I think both coaches said that before the game when I talked to them. They're just so happy that they're out here playing. They're so out, they're happy that they're out here with their kids. Kids are excited. They haven't had any issues with behaviors or poor decisions. it's all because they're valuing being out here.
Sports Doctor, Coach Redding's team's got a 1-0 lead. What do you think?
Yeah, Coach, you're up 1-0. Talk about the play so far.
We're moving the ball better than we did at the beginning of the game, and we're starting to hit feet, so I'm happy about that.
Right now, how about execution on your offensive end? A couple of chances in the box, got to convert.
Yeah, we need to make sure we connect and put the ball in the back of the net. We've been a little sluggish on getting up there and being quicker about it.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Casey.
Thank you, Sports Doctor. Yeah, I think the opportunities that East Lyme has had have been more decisive. They've been a little bit more creative. Ledyard's opportunities have come a little bit more by banging the ball in the box and kind of hoping for a good thing to happen. So the idea would be that East Lyme, if they just continue to work the transitions, work the space, once Healy is back in the ball game, I'm sure she'll play with a vengeance as well.
Yeah, she will. I think you're right, Casey. I think this is just a matter of settle down, play to feet, like you heard Coach say. Play to feet, move off the ball. And I like how East Lyme's getting up in the attack as a group. I like their shape when they attack. And that's just been a fixture of Coach Redding's style of play with East Lyme. They're not afraid to attack on anybody, and they don't take the gas off. They don't take the foot off the gas. They go after it for 80 minutes. They beat us one year in the last 6 seconds of an ECC championship game because they didn't give up. And that's just a credit to the culture that she's created.
Yeah, you play till the whistle blows.
You do. And that's painful for a Lancer to say.
I know that it is.
But truth is truth. So good for them. And English works hard up front. That I've heard about her. First chance I got to see her play this year in person. I like her tenacity. I like how hard she works up there. But it's also, you're going to have to get bodies around her. You're playing a 1-4-4-1. She's going to need some help, by her teammates in the attack. So hopefully Olivia Storts can get up there in the attack and help her out a little bit.
East Lyme transitioning out of the midfield, and two players stumble into each other, so Ledyard takes advantage. Here's a through ball, run on, looks like English is going to get there first. Can she put it back in front? Saves it, puts it in front, and just can't quite get there in time was Dorico. English did a great job at getting to the ball, and Dorico just was one step away.
Great play.
Here's
Great
Dorico.
effort.
Yep, Dorico again. This time plays it to the outside, ball back in the middle.
Well, you just got a chance to see why English is so dangerous, why she's such a talented player. Like to see her continue to work hard up there. She's going to get rewarded. And the ball was played right to her teammate's feet in the box, so it was a great ball. She kept it in and played a great ball. But right now, I'd like to see her kind of drift away a little bit instead of just running straight up the field. Small things, when you're the lone striker, you got to do a little bit different.
Dorico puts it in front and was looking for Storts. And
Lily came up her line well there. Lily read it well. She needed to, so good save.
Ledyard turning up the offensive intensity a little bit right now, though, trying to keep the ball from transitioning, because here's where East Lyme is so dangerous when they get through the midfield. But you also see the difference with Healy not in the game. There's not as much pressure to have to mark a person, so they're able to play a different shape altogether.
Yeah, and I think this is with Healy, she diagonal runs. She's not just running straight up and down the field. She's drifting away. She's making diagonal runs. She's coming back to the ball. It's not just straight ahead. And that's a sophistication of a great player,
That time, Dunn had a chance, and it just deflected off of a kernel, and then she had a second chance and hit that sort of an overripe banana, as I like to call it, and hooked it too much to the left. We'll have a goal kick here for Ledyard.
Into the game for East Lyme.
Well, that goes back to youth. I'll tell you the story of youth soccer. Ball in front, deflected.
Good defending, Maddie.
Oh, there's a nice Meg put in front, and a beautiful save by Drummond with the fist, punched it out.
Great save.
Well done.
She's a great athlete. Coach Lehette said at the beginning, having an athletic goalkeeper really does help at this level, and there you go. You just saw it.
Caitlin that time did a really beautiful job. Caitlin White did the
Yeah,
stayed
Caitlin
with it, made a move, put it, great shot on goal.
Yeah, familiar with Caitlin
Into
in
the
the
game for
offseason.
East Lyme.
She can hit a ball.
Number 12, Meredith Healy.
So Healy is back into the ball game for East Lyme. You heard there.
Yep.
High
Good
punch corner in front and off the foot
Entering the
and
game
wide
for
it
the
goes,
Colonels.
but there was a
Number 20,
chance. It
Delaney
just
Vaughn.
missed
Yep.
off the foot of White that time.
That was actually nice composure by Caitlin White. Just let the ball come right down, settle in. She just tried to place it in the corner. Just missed.
Wind picking up here as we tick down to 15 minutes remaining in the first half. 1-0 East Lyme on top with a Summer Antonino goal in the early going.
Yep.
Kept right back in, and Ledyard now looking to transition out. When I was coaching first and second grade soccer, we took a break, between games. We had 2 games. We took a break, and all the parents were handing out their food, and one of the parents
Oranges.
One of the parents had a banana. There's a nice ball, but stepped in by Ledyard, and the banana had gone to mush because she had left it in the cooler for a little too long. So the kid, that's a nice through ball there on the run. Antonino in front, a shot, and there's a nice save by Drummond. That was Lily Antonino, sister of Summer Antonino. So the kid goes, kid's going, Mommy, that banana's disgusting. It's gross. And the mom goes, No, honey, that's just that when it's that color, it just means that it's ripe.
Look at that ball.
Wide out it goes, running on Bailey. Bailey still playing with it and touched, and it'll be nice job by the East Lyme to clear. So the kid's whining that he doesn't like the banana that was brown. Mom's saying it's an overripe banana, honey. It's just overripe. So there's a great transition. East Lyme, breakaway time in front, shot.
Good finish.
And a goal with no reaction whatsoever. So that's why I wasn't sure. Goal for the Vikings. No one reacted. I've never seen anybody score a goal and be less enthused. Dunn puts it away for the Vikings. Great job by Margaret Dunn.
And I can't wait for the replay. Meredith Healy was down there on her own 10, getting that ball out of there, made a 45-yard run, played a great ball into Dunn, and Dunn went right to goal and passed it by the keeper.
I would like to go on
What a
record
great
as
goal.
saying that you are allowed to be happy when you score a goal.
You are
East Lyme
allowed.
goal scored by number 1, Margaret Dunn.
So the gun was.
Time of the goal, 26-33.
Here's a chance again. And a nice job on defense as English stood her ground and deflected it off of White. So Margaret Dunn scores a goal, and her resting heartbeat was 42. I'm actually have the sports doctor say, you're allowed to celebrate, when you score a goal.
At least high five.
What these kids don't realize is that sportscasters rely on their body energy. Dangerous loose ball and out wide, and Ledyard will clear. I rely on body language to know whether that thing goes in the net or not. I can't see that far.
Right. It looked like it might have got side net from this angle.
It did. It did. She could have shanked it side net, but the goalie didn't. The goalie didn't respond. Bella didn't hang her head.
Nope.
Like it was a bad goal, and certainly Dunn didn't celebrate. So.
Nope.
2-0 either way. East Lyme.
It's an honest mistake.
Well, it was silent, guys.
Honest.
There was no cheering from the bench or from the other players on the field either.
That's what I'm saying. There was no indication whatsoever that anything good had happened.
There was one giant yawn.
Well, you know what? There wasn't cheering of any kind. There wasn't if there had been cheering from Ledyard, I would have said, "Oh, she made the save."
Yeah.
It was silence. Hey,
Yeah,
help a broadcaster out, will you?
Yeah, we need some more. We need some more vocalizations and celebrations.
I'd like to see East Lyme. I was just going to say, I'd like to see East Lyme play this one all the way back to the keeper, and well done.
Sometimes,
scrappy though.
Sometimes that's what it takes. Those little 50-50 balls. Start winning those, and then the game will kind of slow down for you because you got to. East Lyme's got the foot on the gas right now, and if they get one more, it could be a long night.
Well, you're the one that said 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in soccer.
Yeah, it was.
And
was.
I challenged that
You
the night we did Stonington and Fitch.
Yeah, you did.
When it was apparent that Fitch would need 14 people to be able to score a goal. They were so undermanned and so beat up in that game.
Correct.
And when Stonington went up 2-0, I referenced you and I was like, it's not the most dangerous lead right now because 2-0 is going to be 6-0 in a second.
Yep.
And I was so impressed with Jay Wolfrad's Fitch team, how much heart they showed because they lost their keeper and their best player.
They really did.
Right
yeah.
before the game. And they were a thin team to begin with. And Stonington was angry because they had just got lost to them in overtime.
Yeah, the rematch.
I mean, and at Stonington,
And they all know each other. Battle of the Bridge.
It was
Yeah.
like this was a bad recipe for Fitch, and they hung in there and did a great job. And but I laughed. I said, I don't think 2-0 is I think 2-0 might as well be 40-0 because Fitch just had nothing in the tank after a while. But Ledyard, I think, has a little more opportunity here to score. They've done such a nice job of settling down. The 2 goals have been like this. Here's a great chance again. Out wide it goes. Running on is O'Day. O'Day puts it in front. Loose. Stuck in front. 1 move, 2 moves, too much. 1 move, 2 moves, too much. Caitlin White, you had to let it fly after the first one.
Yep, shoot the ball. You're inside the box. Have a go.
Ow, that sounds like it hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Knights are getting chillier. Beautiful through ball. Out and 1 touch and a beautiful save and a clear. But the Vikings are turning it on. White is dying to know why she can't get one of these things into the net right now, though.
Well, that's what Coach Lahet said it. I like how she gets off her line. The kid's athletic, quick, fearless. It's great goalkeeping.
East Lyme's Caitlin White has had about 5 opportunities inside of about 15 yards. And either stout Ledyard defenders or Bella Drummond has put a little monkey wrench in her plans thus far to get herself a goal.
I guarantee she would have celebrated.
Well,
Entering the
I
game for
guarantee
East
you
Lyme,
she would have
number 10, Ava
celebrated, that's
Lombardo.
for sure.
So 2-0 East Lyme here with under 9 minutes remaining. The first goal was off the foot of Summer Antonino. The second off of Margaret Dunn.
Yep.
Although I'm still not entirely sure Dunn scored. I'm going to wait until I have to wait and watch the replay later on game day. 8:30 and counting.
I like the speed. East Lyme's got some nice little speed over there. They attack well. Kung does a nice job in the back, in the middle of the field, organizing them, getting them up. And if you notice, Healy in the midfield really kind of over the last 5 minutes, they've really settled the game down. Well, this could be an opportunity. You know, you put it on target.
Provost got the penalty for East Lyme, so now English will have the ball at the 27.
Yep, I'd like to see these Ledyard players run right to goal, go far post, have English put it right on target.
Steps up, low, hard, and beautifully, well, calm save by Masung.
Good hands, soft hands. Looked like you back in the day, Case.
It did.
Just
Did
soft
look-
hands.
Yep, that's what
Don't
they called
drop
me.
a thing.
Nope, they called me Soft Hands O'Neal. That's what they used to call me. Here comes Healy. Back in the game, touches to herself and a little bit too hard. Drummond comes off her line.
Yeah, and they're like, great, she feels better. And it looks like East Lyme went to more of a 4-4, like more of a 4-3-3 now, or 3-4-3. They started out at a 4-4-2, 2 players up front. Looks like they're pushing up another one, which makes sense.
Busy time of year for you, I know. This time of year heating up with obviously Election Day coming up, and things in Waterford are busy as always for you. So I do appreciate you coming out. It's always a pleasure to have you here to talk soccer. And
I love it, Case. I love being here. Obviously, I love being in Town Hall. I love my town, but love being here. This is a second home to me right here, watching a soccer game and being part of it. Coaching for 25 years, you becomes part of you. Nice ball there. So I appreciate you inviting me out. I really enjoy it, and I'm absolutely loving the role of first selectman in town. It's an honor and a privilege.
Well, we got to raise the profile of game day whenever we can. Only very important people get to be on
I
game
saw
day.
my parking space was right near that tractor over
That's
there.
right.
I saw you. I saw the cone. I appreciated that.
And we're going to get Sports Doctor to show up in the UPS truck one of these days.
I know.
That's going to deliver himself.
I know.
Basketball season coming up, that could very much happen. I could be rolling up in the Browns, never mind a jacket and tie.
The Sports Doctor's going to deliver himself to a game via the UPS truck.
With high tops and holiday goodies for everybody, including you, Coach.
You know what? Don't listen to him. This is a guy who promised me M&Ms the last time we were on the air together, and the M&Ms didn't make it to the end of the game, if you know what I'm saying.
Uh-oh. Looks like we got someone down. Looks like knee, ankle. Is she walking off?
Yep,
More
officials
preliminary.
are.
Yep, there she goes. Might have gotten whacked.
Officials are waiting, letting her get off the field, and they'll throw her sub in.
Sometimes I always like getting, if you get whacked, run it off a little bit, and a minute later you feel better. So hopefully she'll be back soon. Run it off.
Well, there's one of the things I love about when it gets colder out.
Yeah.
Is that you can't feel it.
Right.
So you get hit, and it's like natural ice. So you're just running around, and you're going, it doesn't feel too bad. And then an hour later, you look, and you've got a watermelon sticking out of the side of your hip. Oh, that's what happened. Guess we're going to need some Epsom salts tonight.
Yeah.
In front, running free is the Viking. Playing it back, and a shot goes high from McCullum. So Belleville did a nice job. She set up McCullum. McCullum lets it fly high, and we're down to 5 minutes remaining here. 2-0, Vikings on top.
I give Dorico a lot of credit there, too. Tracking back, coming back, making it hard, because you never know. You don't contest that shot. Sometimes that becomes a problem. So Dorico did a nice job coming back, defending that play.
If Ledyard is going to continue to have Drummond take the goal kicks, they're going to need to push their defenders up a little bit, because East Lyme's just clearing it and it's just settling and sending it right back in. And those defenders are so far back that East Lyme's in position. If I'm taking the goal kick, I want my defenders 18, 20 yards up, so that once the ball clears me, no one can sneak behind me and put themselves in position.
Yeah, you want to make play predictable. You certainly don't want to give them any more help. So yeah, you got to push your guys up.
If someone runs free at the 20-yard line, that's one thing. That's still not a scoring chance yet. But right now, where they're playing them, where the defense is playing, they slip past and they're at the 18.
Right.
And that's a goal waiting to happen.
Yeah. Jess English she definitely has another gear too. Thinks like a striker. I like how she plays up front, and that's a lonely spot when you're a 1-4-4-1. You're the only target up front. That's a lot of work, and you got two East Lyme kids on you the whole day. She's done a really nice job.
Well, the great Mike DeMoro likes to say that whenever he wants to sound like he knows more than 6 things about soccer, he loves the term lovely diagonal pass. So Mike DeMoro, whenever possible, he goes, well, it's a lovely diagonal pass.
I love Mikey. He's I've heard a lot of great things, and that is one of his favorites.
So if he was
out
at
a T-shirt, that could be a T-shirt.
That's right. If he was out at a watering hole, for example, and someone says, and soccer was on,
right?
All Mike would do is he'd wait and he'd just go, oh, lovely diagonal pass.
Yes.
What I've learned now, however, is that if I was at that same watering hole, I would say, oh, I love their shape. Yeah. I love their shape. Look what they're doing. Are they turn next to me and say to the hooligan to my right, are they changing their shape mid? I mean, that's remarkable. Yeah. I've learned. I don't know what I'm talking about, but.
Yeah, they made some good adjustments. It's a lot of little key phrases, but Mikey, he's got them all.
He loves the lovely diagonal pass.
Yeah. It's being a T-shirt.
I think that is a T-shirt. We should, if not, Sports Doctor 10 years ago.
I could have sworn, and I could have sworn I saw him with a little Lantern Nation mask the other day. Good for him.
I still got to get on.
Him.
I still got to get. No offense to my second home Lantern Nation, because I do love me some Lantern Nation.
You do.
I got to get on Phil Orby at New London, because those New London Whaler masks.
He should
really sharp.
They do look nice. I saw those green and gold.
Yeah,
and
they
look nice.
And the fact that I don't have one is, mildly criminal.
Yeah.
Healy, can she get there? Oh, great weak side. In front, and another save by the defense. English got a foot on it. Great job by the Colonels, turning away the Vikings with multiple chances in front, starting with Healy.
Yeah, that's just being tough, and that's just gutting it out. Under 2 minutes, come on, toughen up. tighten up, get the ball up and out, get into half. It's still a manageable game. So,
See, here's English. See, English is at the 10, and to me that's just too close.
yeah.
Because if I'm a defender, if I'm a Viking player, I'm going to sneak right past her as soon as the ball comes out.
That's a good ball.
That's one of the better ones she's got, and
Yeah.
she put it into the middle, which I like, to a player.
Yep.
As opposed to just kind of banging it. So
When I was a coach, I used to tell my goalkeepers, you're taking goal kicks like early before the season even started, so they would work on it. Because guess what? If you don't, guess what's going to happen?
you're going to have a defender back there taking the kicks for you.
Or you're going to be scored on.
Well, that's.
So one or the other. You need
I was going to say
to
you're going to
go take
forfeit
it.
your right to take goal kicks. So I lost my right to take goal kicks very, very early in my keeping career.
Yeah, I remember you back there. You had like Santangelo and Chris Glynn,
That's right. That's right.
Georgie.
Then we
You
had
know,
we
you
were
guys,
we
you
were a
guys
bunch
are
of
such
animals.
good athletes. Those were the days.
I think George Rivera would be very pleased to have anyone say that he's a good athlete.
And I didn't mean George.
George may have not given me my first goalie lesson while eating a ham sandwich and saying, "Yeah, the best part about being a goalie is you don't gotta move anywhere."
Right. Never miss a meal. That's great.
30 seconds and counting here. 2-0 Vikings on top, and Ledyard.
Yeah, I'd like to
trying
see them get through the half.
Yeah, they're just trying to
Case.
get something right here. Ledyard trying to give it maybe get a shot off here before the end.
Yep. Keep it down here. Get into half. Regroup. I think she's going to have to go with, she's going to have to go with more three, like a 2 or 3 up front. Give this kid some help.
Dorico with a steal and puts it on goal. Check that. That was English. Jess
Yeah.
English with the steal. And I like that she just put it on goal.
Exactly. Never know what can happen.
And there's your horn. We are at halftime here at Ledyard High School. The East Lyme Vikings 2. The home Ledyard Colonels nothing. You're watching Game Day live on theday.com. Game Day is brought to you by the Burns Agency in your neighborhood, taking care of your home, auto, business, and life insurance needs since 1932. At the Burns Agency, you'll never get a voicemail, always a live person. So remember, you buy better at Burns. And by Waterford Dental Health, where our entire team is dedicated to providing you with the personalized, convenient, and affordable dental care you and your family deserve. Casey O'Neill, along with the coach, Rob Brule, down on the sidelines, a sports doctor seeking out journalistic tidbits whenever he can. Peter Wappy in the booth controlling the show, and East Lyme with a 2-0 lead. They scored early on a rebound from Summer Antonino, putting it up on a beautiful play that started with Meredith Healy, the junior, the superstar for East Lyme, across a save from Ledyard keeper Bella Drummond in the weak side, put away by Summer Antonino. And then your second goal was Margaret Dunn, and I'm not entirely sure again that she scored. It was a breakaway, and she put it into the left side of the net with so little fanfare that I'm gonna have to watch the replay. So 2-0 East Lyme. Now again, earlier this year they won this game 8-0.
Right.
So clearly Ledyard has made strides, because that first half was not uncompetitive. It was a competitive first half. East Lyme clearly the more skilled team. Also the veteran team, as far as the kids on East Lyme that are out there, have a little more experience than some of the Ledyard kids. Ledyard trying to transition that next group, right? So they had all those sophomores that are now juniors that are uber talented, but
Right.
they lost all those seniors, so they're trying to transition that next group in. So they are a young team.
Yep.
And down 2-0. What would your message be? We heard Coach Lehette say that they play with pluck, but what would your message be to them down 2-0?
I think this is about all the younger kids playing a competitive game right now. I think the next 10 minutes of the first half, let's keep our shape, as you were talking about. Let's make sure we're organized defensively. What I've always learned at the high school level when I was coaching was 2-0. Okay, when you're down, I don't want to go down 3-0. I want to go 2-1. So how do you do that? You keep the other guys out of scoring range, and so I would really be focusing more right now on defensively getting tighter, making sure that Healy doesn't have room to operate, making sure that we're marking tightly in the defensive third. And then watching players come through on that weak side. That could have been prevented, but that's just a young mistake, and it happens. Drummond's doing a great job in goal. So my biggest thing to Coach Led is defend. Let's get out there. The wind's going to be in our face. There's going to be a little bit of adversity. You poke the bear. So now the defending state finalists are coming down here with everyone with all the experience and they can't wait to play. And from when I talked to Meredith Healy before the game, they love each other. This team loves each other. They love playing. They love Coach Redding. So if I'm Coach Lahette with the wind in my face, I'm trying to defend as much as possible, slow the game down, walk to throw-ins, just try to, elongate this, the first 10, 15 minutes.
And I think if you're East Lyme on the other side of things, the statement you just made about they love each other.
Yeah.
I mean, go play with joy in the second half, right? Go out and just
have fun.
Go play. Yeah.
Have fun. Enjoy this. You saw the weapons that they have. I mean, there's I haven't seen a quicker first step than Healy. Like I know I've seen her play in the off season, but this is even more special watching her in real time. The kid's effortless when she runs. Obviously, East Lyme's got a good, talented team. I think Kung does a really nice job in the defensive, in that central back position. She gets her team up. She drops, talks to her goalkeeper, Lily. I like this team. I do think that when I could see people, if they put pressure on them and start splitting them in the back, if Ledyard can get a little higher when English has the ball up front, get a little higher, make that diagonal run, far post a little sooner, get in front of that defender, it's just going to take one. I think that's the key. I think that's the key for Ledyard to get some success. Help English up front because she's playing that great diagonal ball.
Well, negative emotion in sports is very, very dangerous. Whether it's lethargy or frustration or anger, it can turn a great team mediocre very quickly, and it can turn a mediocre team bad very quickly.
Yeah.
And a Ledyard has to be careful, right? They have to, if they get down to 3-0 early in the second half, they have to be careful because if that negative emotion creeps in, they can become a bad team. They can become a bad team very quickly because that negative emotion. On the flip side of things, East Lyme's got to continue to play that upbeat style that we've seen where they're, doing such a great job sharing the ball. And because, if they were to fall back on some of that, they're a great team. They have a chance to be, a truly special team. And in order to do that, they have to keep playing with that joy. Sports Doctor down on the 50-yard line. What you got?
Yeah, I got a soccer ball right here. One for you, one for Coach. On the Ledyard side, Casey, they talked about gritty soccer. Talked about not being so sloppy with the ball and executing and taking advantage of situations that happen in front of the net. Coach is happy with the play, but just concerned maybe with some of the fatigue factor in the second half. On the other side, you're absolutely right. Coach Redding says, get it and go. That's our brand of soccer. Don't wait. Let's get the jump on. Let's turn and run. They're getting jammed up a little bit, Coach, between the 50 and 30. That's where they're getting bogged down. When they get the ball a little closer to the net, Coach likes the action. But she says, we're not going to wait. No dribbling. She never didn't talk about dribbling. I don't want to dribble. I want to pass, and I want to go. I don't need to see 75 shots. I need to see quality shots. So, both sides, I think one team is happy to be hanging around. The other team is looking to push it a little bit. Coach?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think if we look back at the replay of that second East Lyme goal, you saw the difference of a star player. Healy gets the ball at the 10-yard line, goes with speed and purpose, gets her head up, finds a ball, plays Dunn on the outside who gave a little bit of width, and they countered. They went 80 yards in pretty much 8 seconds, and that's how you attack, and that's Redding's style. Go after them. We have nothing to fear. Go after them. Go hard. Go fast. And I think you'll need a little bit more of that as that goes. Ledyard will have their hands full.
Now, Coach Casey, on the other side, though, Ledyard is happy to be down 2-0 right now. They feel like, they got blitzkrieged in the first game, but they like what they're doing out there. Like you said, almost a head ball. It went off the girl's chest and almost went in the goal, but she says, Coach says, we're going to keep working out here because we're actually right in this. And, Coach, you talk about 2-0 being the toughest lead. Ledyard gets one, Casey. It's 2-1. Maybe it's a different game.
I think, honestly, that I love Coach Lahette's, her energy towards her team saying, listen, we're playing great soccer. Don't look at the scoreboard. Don't worry about 2-0. It doesn't matter if it's 2-0, 4-0. That's results-based, and we're not interested in the results. We're interested in the process, and the process right now is to go play better in the second half than we did in the first half.
Right.
And it might end up being 3-1, or it might end up being 6-0, but it's about playing better soccer, doing the things that you didn't do right in the first half. And so I like that message. And conversely, Coach Redding's spot on. When you have the thoroughbred, you don't tell the thoroughbred to wait. You tell the thoroughbred to get out there and go. And I love that message. Get it and go. I want to bring in if Peter Wapi while I have the sports doctor here, because tonight's is game 6 of the World Series. And I think that my good friend Mike DeMoro missed the boat so badly that he is drowned down with Davy Jones's locker with his column about how he's not watching baseball somehow because analytics have ruined it for him, or I don't even know, alluding somehow to the fact that because the Tampa Bay team started a reliever and whatever, that he can't watch baseball. And I ask both of you, because in my opinion, this has been one of the best and most exciting World Series I have watched in many years. And I just want to know if either of you are into it and watching it.
I'll speak for myself. No, in a little bit. And I don't know, it's just because of the fact that, the Red Sox aren't involved, or, I just couldn't grasp at baseball, when COVID hit. And just I'm a guy who likes the energy. I like the fans and stuff like that. But I do see one thing. Clayton Kershaw pitching big time in the World Series.
Has pitched like the regular season guy he's been. He's cemented his legacy with a big postseason.
Pete, you watching the baseball?
So I haven't had a chance to watch a lot because I've been busy, but I will say I enjoy the way teams like the Rays are tweaking the game a little bit. Honestly, that search for ways to innovate, it makes me more interested in watching. And knowing that it bothers Mike DeMoro, it makes me twice as interested in watching.
That's right.
Hey, Casey, let me ask you this. Is Mookie Betts still Mookie Betts?
Mookie Betts is better. Mookie Betts is it looks like everything that we should never have let go. And to Peter's point, Mike DeMoro right now is yelling at someone to get off his lawn. Because
he's not on this lawn. I know that. Where is Mike?
Because, this game, first of all, Tampa starts Snell, Glasnow, and Morton, 3 starting guys. They're like an old school team. They just have a great bullpen. But Peter's exactly right. Whether it's playing 4 guys in the outfield or mixing in the where they don't have a closer. They use their best reliever at the time of the game when they need to use. I mean, it's